walking in the ways of darkness. Alright, come back to your true heritage as well. You so-called blacks, Latinos and Native American Indians. Alright?
To add, right? Hey, as the brother said, we the foundation of the earth. Right? The scripture talk about 12 pillars. You understand? Guess what? If the foundation weak, we're going to go on. Right? But the Most High, right, renewing our strength. Right? The scripture says renew our right spirit within me. Alright?
Isaiah 2, right?
Yeah, come. Isaiah 2. Alright? So yeah, the most High put blowing within us that new breath, that new life. You understand? To strengthen the foundation, and the foundation of Israel is the elect. Right? 144,000. Right?
The Psalms 10 and 6, it says, he had said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be an adversary. Adversity. It says, his mouth is full of cursing, and deceit and fraud under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
Yeah, and that is so-called white man. Alright, the scripture says what? Mischief is a sport of fool. Alright, and who's that fool? The so-called white race, because the scripture says what? The fool has said in his heart, there's no God. Alright, and it's the so-called white race, Esau, Edom, that pushes that kind of vibration. And if it have a God, he portraying himself as God. Alright? At the heights of mischief these devils reach at. Alright, that's what the scripture say, only he that letteth should let until he be taken out of the way. Because the Most High now about that fuckery. Alright, these Edomites, they're all about polluting this earth, they're about destroying the earth, destroying those that dwell on the earth also. The so-called white race is not about life, they're about death.
As such in their wickedness. You understand? You say he's not down for that fuckery, so he coming just now.
Yeah, and to prove that they're not about life. How the hell, alright, you could allow man to be with man in your kingdom? There's your great kingdom, and you have man having sex with man, and that is okay. Women having sex with women, and that is okay. It's a good kingdom. They're a great kingdom. Yeah. They sit. Alright, the Most High go and get rid of this. Alright? Because only man and woman can bring life. Alright?
It says Psalm 49 and 12. Nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beasts that perisheth. Their way is their folly, yet their prosperity approve their sayings.
Yeah, it's like the beasts that perisheth. Alright, Israel, 2/3 of you all are like beasts. When Peter had the vision, alright, he saw all manner of 4-footed beasts coming out of the vessel. When you read Hosea 8 and 8, it says Israel will be swallowed up, and now he's among the Gentiles. He's like a vessel wherein there is no honor. Alright, that is Israel that Peter saw. These 4-footed beasts. Alright, that's going to be destroyed. Alright?
This is Psalm chapter 12 and verse 8. It says, the wicked walk on every side when the vilest man is exalted.
Yeah, the wicked walk on every side when the vilest man, and the vilest man is Esau, Edom. Alright, you are the vilest man. You try to hide yourself, alright, through all kind of different identities. But through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai revealing you today. Alright, you are the vilest man on this earth. Alright?
So if the spirit of Adam trying to hide between the trees.
Gone. That's what we're trying to do, all these different covering casts. Alright, they cast us out of our land to go in our land, alright, to make children there, to take our identity, and you're feeling like Yahweh. You feeling Most High blind. You feeling Most High don't have prophets. You gotta be a fool. Alright, the scripture, right, hey, it beautifully describes you, Esau. A fool.
So like, if I may just say one thing, right? Because you say, you know, to bring forth life, you need a male and a female. Because it take 23 homogrowns and 23 by 23 to make a bond. That's how the Most High created. And the woman have a fertilizing stage where she go through. You understand? That's when a man life seeds from his testicles going to she, right? And all formulates with the moon. And when that seed going to she, right, she ovulation start kicking.
There's an order and everything. An order, a cycle that the Most High created. What Esau trying to do is break that cycle and create his own foolishness. Alright, that way the scripture says what? He exalted himself to be like God. But you're failing. Alright, you are not a God, Esau. All right, we see you as who you are. You're a beast.
That's
all
right.
This is Proverbs chapter 5 verse 23. He shall die without instruction. So basically, most I say plain. Man lie with man is an abomination. Woman lie with beast is an abomination. So on and so forth. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray.
In the greatness of your folly, you'll go astray.
Because they want to walk away from instruction.
Somebody can go and Ecclesiastes 7.
Hey, the scripture say I'm a brutish man taking not reproof. And Esau that man, he don't take reproof. Proverbs 12.
It says Ecclesiastes 7 verse 10. It says 10 verse 6. It says, yeah, folly is set in great dignity.
Folly is set in great dignity. All right, these Edomites being the rulers of the earth right now, that is folly set in great dignity. They see it in evidence. All right, the scripture says what the vision in just for appointed time and then they'll speak. And I saw Esau speaking today as the one that is of folly. All right, how it is you are allowed, all right, you know, give pedophiles rights to have sex with babies. That is folly. All right, how you go tell the woman, all right, that she have a choice to take all the children from the man, and the man have basically a visited or to see his own children. That is folly. All right, go ahead.
Reading on, it says, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low places.
Rich sitting in low places, us. All right, and we sitting and we waiting patiently in this low place. All right, because there's a time coming where those that know in the low place going to rise up, and we just going to rise up. All right, the Most High is going to rise us up. All right, the Most High is going to wake us up as He has done. All right, put the words of Yahweh Shem Yoshai in our mouths. And then He's going to send His Son, the Redeemer, who is strong, as we did in Jeremiah 50. And we're going to take over. All right, we're not going to be in the low place anymore. We're going to be high. All right, we're going to cut off that green tree or that high tree and exalt the low tree.
Isaiah 25 verse 7. And He will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations.
Over all people. All right, you're going to destroy the covering cast. All right, these are the covering casts you all go by here. White man, India, all right, all Chinese, Japanese. The Most High destroying these things and He revealing for you all for who you all truly are. Edom. All right, that's who you all are.
It says 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 8. As I verse 7. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only He who now let it will let, until He be taken out of the way.
By the Spirit, because that came out earlier. All right, only He who now let it will let until He be taken out of the way. And you're taken out of the way, not going to be nice. You're not going to become yourself, come out of the way. No. He's going to take you out of the way through nukes. All right, He's going to bring them nukes and rain it upon you, and you're going to be taken out of the way. You're going to be taken into slavery. All right? The Most High is stirring about World War III. All right? It's going to be of nuclear missiles. No longer it's going to be fought with swords. All right? With physical swords, with the Christian clan and kicking clan. It's going to be with bombs. All right? ICBMs.
It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh Shem Yahushai shall consume with the spirit of His mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of His coming.
And hey, right now, they are being destroyed with the spirit of His mouth. All right, the spirit of His mouth, the prophets. We come out here in that spirit of prophecy. We're marching around your walls. All right, spiritually marching around your walls here. And you know what happened to Jericho when the Israelites marched around the walls. All right, with the command of the Most High. All right, them walls came down. All right, and so is your kingdom going to come down. Ain't no fairy tale. It's future. It's when we talk, prophecy we speaking here. Things that is going to come to pass. All right?
This was Hosea chapter 6 verse 5. Therefore, have I hewn them by the prophets. I have slain them by the word of my mouth.
Yeah, by the word, the Most High words is powerful. It's quick. It's sharp. Sharper than any two-edged sword. All right? Hey, Esau, you have been given the gift of that carnal sword. We have been given the gift of the spiritual sword. Alright? And through the Spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, we know how well to use it. Alright? We know how well to use it. Alright? And we're using this to overcome you devil. Not only this, alright, somebody can get Revelation 12 and verse 11. Alright? That's a mark.
Revelation 12, verse 11.
And somebody get 1 Peter 1 and 19.
This is Revelation 12 and verse 11. It says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of the testimony.
The word of the testimony and the blood of the Lamb. Alright, somebody will want 1 Peter 1 and 19. But go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 2, verse 35. It says, yea, a sword shall pierce through thy own soul also, that the thoughts of many hearts may be revealed. And this was the high priest, or one of the priests was actually prophesying about Yahweh Shai. I think it's Simon was his name. You understand? As the scriptures to the wooden process quick. Because Yahweh Shai coming to judge the thoughts of men. Right? And the scripture said there's no secret thing that God shall not be manifest. And that is what the Lord did right now. God make him manifest the deeds and the wicked. That's why we reveal who the wicked is. That's right. Understand? It can't be hid anymore. That's right. Can't stop no more.
And the scripture says also, hey, saw Satan descending from heaven as lightning. Alright, the words are the most quick, and so is your destruction going to be.
1 day, 1 hour.
1 day, 1 hour. Alright, 1 Peter 1, because as we read in Revelation 12 and verse 11, they overcame by the blood of the Lamb. Alright, who is this Lamb? This Lamb is not Muhammad. Alright, all those that united in Islam and believe that Muhammad is going to make them overcome, or all those that united in Hinduism and believing that Mother Kali is going to make them overcome. It's not that the scripture talking about here. Alright, let me go.
1 Peter 1 verse 19. But with the precious blood of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
The precious blood of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. That's the blood that we're going to overcome through. The blood of the Lamb. That Lamb is Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Go ahead.
As of a lamb without blemish and without spot.
As with a lamb without blemish and without spot. This lamb had no spot, no blemish. He didn't sin. Alright, he came in all pureness. Alright, he walked according to the laws, commandments of his Father. And so we're trying to do today. Alright, we're reversing these righteous acts. Alright, to be heirs with him. Alright, that unspotted and that precious lamb. So that we overcome the devils. Like I talking to a tutor on work. You know, when he braced me with a conversation, alright, say, hey, I see you working around the taskmasters. Alright, we're working among Esau, we're working around Elam. I say, yeah, but we're working among the taskmasters. Alright, say, but don't let them win you. And everything try to win them. You understand? So the question comes to my head, hey, how are we going to win them? And he say, hey, learn a trade, that way you're going to win them. And that's what people think. By going and learn a trade, you're winning the heathens. No, you ain't winning them. Alright? We went to Egypt, we had the trade, we built the pyramids, we win them to our trade. No, we won the Egyptians through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
That's right.
Alright?
Shall be your reward. This is Isaiah 29 verse 14. It says, therefore behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of your prudent men shall be hidden. Right?
Because in that time, finding the subject and the X of the formula can help you. Alright? In that time, being able to plumb a wall can help you. Alright? In the time when the Most High God bring his judgment. Alright? It's not about getting no trade out here. This is the trade you have to pick up. It's the trade you have to pick up out here.
Scripture says, God will exercise prophecy, but God will bless prophet unto all things. Having a promise of this life, and a promise of this life and life to come. So everything goes back to godliness. It says, verse 15, warn to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who saved us? And who knoweth us? Surely your turning of the things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
As the potter's clay, because what? You ain't doing it of your own self. Most High, alright, is the one that orchestrating that. How you the way you are. Alright, as I mentioned earlier, for this very said purpose, as he raised Pharaoh up. The way Pharaoh operated, the way Pharaoh had hardened, Most High do that. Alright, so the way the so-called white man have the world running to the upside down, Most High have it so what? he will send his son to turn it right side up. And that's how his power is going to be more throughout the earth. Am I?
I'm going to post my picture. He was showing a hand floating in the heavens with strings. And they're controlling like some people in like suits. And from them people's suits, that strings going down to some soldiers. Wow. And he said, hey, caption this. And I said, hey, that Revelation 16:14. The spirits, these are the spirits of devils causing the nations to go into war to bring one Almighty. Who's the question here?
So, Rickman.
Where I'm.
I don't understand. Why does it matter if his wife is not?
Well, what does it matter? Why talk about somebody big 2 Timothy 3:16?
This is
Just now. I'm asking this question. He's not a footballer, but I look like Manchester United, alright? Or Chelsea. Right. If that was a Chelsea jersey, if a man going and playing Manchester United at Chelsea jersey, color will matter? In football, Manchester United and Chelsea play. If one of Chelsea players come on the field with a Manchester United jersey, it wouldn't matter. I know, answer my question, would it matter? So then guess what? Everything is about order. So if the scriptures have its orders, then guess what? Scripture says most of is doing heaven and on the earth. It said build the tabernacles for the seed in heaven on the earth. And the Most High gave his word through inspiration for men to write. How can a man come and change it, and then why then if a man change it, he had to say if it matters or not?
No, but hey, a good learner is a good listener, right? So we're going to quote some scriptures here to edify you. Just have to listen, alright, carefully. Great.
This is 2 Timothy 3:16. All scriptures is given by inspiration of God.
Right, all scriptures, alright, the scriptures say what holy men spoke as it was moved by the Most High. Right, so these things that was written here, the Most High, alright, he's the one that gave the word and great was the company of them that published it. Alright, so these words that was written here is from the Most High. Alright, given by the Most High.
I don't know. And is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instructions in righteousness.
Yes, so all scriptures, meaning the volume of the book, alright, from Genesis to Revelation, each and every scripture was given by the inspiration of the Most High and is profitable. Alright, so the question he asked was, what was the reason? Why? Right? So now, why does it matter? Because the color and the description of the Son of the Most High, alright, and the Most High was mentioned in the scripture. And the scripture says what? As we just read, it is profitable. Alright, it matters. But just now, get somebody, get John 8:2. John 8:2.
It's John. John 8:32. And he shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
You shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free. Free from this, free from lies. Alright, because what? The world gave us this, and they said this is the description. So why this other matter? Why this have to matter? Why does our parents have to stick up in the home, grandparents have to stick up in the house? Why this other matter? Huh? You never ask them why this other matter? Go ahead.
Why it mattered so much that they decided to change it? Why it mattered so much that they decided to change it?
Go ahead.
Why as soon as the white man, the so-called white man, self-proclaimed white man, as soon as he came out of the mountains, and he came into power, he decided to set up himself as the Lord.
Go ahead.
But you all are focusing on race, which is, yeah.
We're focusing on the scriptures. You ask us certain question pertaining to this, and we're dealing with this. If you ask any other question, we'll deal with that. We'll deal with this now. You want to deal with this?
Bible deal with race. Bible is a racist book. Bible deal with nation.
Why does this matter?
Why does it matter? That the Most High said matter. The Most High said matter.
Why the Most High separating nations? Why you create different races of people? Why you not supposed to even ask that question? The Most High controlling. If you creating a game, anybody can ask you why you create this character or why you create some people in some of your characters in green jersey and in white jersey. Nobody can ask you that. Because why? You own the game. You own the game. Nobody can ask Chelsea, the football club, why it is the main color is blue. But nobody can ask Barcelona why their monogram is a football with some flags around it. Nobody can, because that is theirs. And this earth is the Most High's own. And he created different nations and different races. Alright? That is how the Most High sets up. And now, when the Most High created different, somebody can get Deuteronomy 32.
I want to pick up there.
Alright.
I want to pick up. This is
Exodus. Sirach chapter 33.
Yeah, I have it here. Sirach 33.
How do you do that? Let me say something. Right. What up? You get a shot. Look at a silver, right? And they take a wild animal or a lion from the jungle, from this controlling lion, with a whip. Say, make the lion get tame to you, but you know one thing you don't ever do is take away the whip. Because the whip is what they use it to control them. So now, it took us from the Eastern Hemisphere, brought us over here. And the control mechanism, they never took away the shackles. You must control the object you're trying to subdue. You understand? So they took shackles out of your mind. That whip is the whip when it is used circles is the shackles with the in mind. You understand? So now to get us to subdue ourselves to them, it was that image. Let me show you something. Just now. Just you gotta listen. You gotta listen. All the nations believe in racism. All the nations believe in racism. But you know who they push? You know who they push the word racism on? Us. Because they see us as slaves still. They see us as slaves still. But if we sort of think racist, you know we're gonna become rebellious slaves. And they don't want that. They don't want us to be rebellious slaves. So to keep us control and say, hey, nah, you prefer your race, that is wrong. But then the Chinese do it, the East Indians do it, the Africans do it, the white man do it. All these nations do it. So like, yeah, this week, Maraj, you do it. 6 weeks. Yeah, sir, all these nations do it.
This is Sirach 13 and 16, so that. It says
it's all about control. It's all about control, right? That's something called Stockholm syndrome. And the best way to get your slave obedient, make your slave fall in love with you. Like Stockholm syndrome, right?
That's a form of control, that's white supremacy.
But you all are just because you came to save all people.
Prove that to me. Prove that to me.
You came to save all people.
Prove that to me. And I see Christopher and hold and say
John.
And John 3:16. What John 3:14 say? Go back and say it. Because if you see, when he started to view with this, he said the best way to learn is to listen. Right? This is not a Christian church, it's a Catholic church.
Isaiah 53:6.
It says Exodus 29 and 40, starting at 43. And there will I meet with the children of Israel. You brought up this Bible, you read it from the King James Bible. I heard they ask that question in the show. Read it from the King James Bible, right? King James was a so-called black man also, right? He was a black man that knew Scotland and England. Did you know that? When you thought King James was a white man, it didn't matter to you, right? King James was a black man, right? It says, Exodus 29 and 43, and there will I meet with the children of Israel, and the tabernacle shall be sanctified by my glory, right? What sanctifying means to be cleansed, right? And I will sanctify the tabernacle of the congregation, and the altar I will sanctify also by both Aaron and his sons to minister to me in the priest's office. I will dwell among the children of Israel. hear everybody in it? Huh? Right, yeah, children of Israel. I will dwell among the children of Israel, and I will be their God.
Hey, people like to say when the mixed multitude, guess what? Mixed multitude was among them right there. But why the scriptures always say the children of Israel, we speak unto the children of Israel, call the elders of Israel. We never hear nothing about the mixed multitude. It had a mixed multitude that left Egypt with Israel, but Moses was dealing with them. Because other than that, you never hear nothing about the mixed multitude, love the mixed multitude. Nah, it was always about Israel.
It says verse 46.
Scripture says he had not dealt with any other nation.
It says, and they shall know that I am Yahweh, their power, that brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, that I may dwell among them. I am Yahweh, their God. The Lord is only for the nation of Israel.
This is Psalms 147 verse 19. It says, He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any nation, and for as his judgments they have not known them.
So now the Mosai here, he's picking out a race. He just picked out a race and gave them his words, his laws, commandments, and statutes. So now you're going to ask the Mosai why it is he about this specific race. Now we're going to ask him. The Mosai chose that race.
So listen,
the Mosai chose that race to give them his laws, commandments, and statutes. The Mosai is about races that people divide the races. And out of all the races of people, he chose the Israelites. Alright, and I was going into it when you read the Revelation 12, it said the Lamb of God. Alright, now I want to bring a little piece of logic to you, or a piece of, what do you say, reasoning to you. See if you can get it. When the Sirach 13.
But God made all races. I would divide that just to get one word. Why?
Because alright,
you ever read like creation? I read the creation story. Yo, I show you when Sunday school and thing already singing about the Tower of Babel. Alright, good. So now, the Most High made all people. He made all people, right? But why did he separate them? Why would he say, nah, the people coming together? Why did he separate them if he made all people and all people supposed to be one? Why would he separate them? I was trying to reach up there, bro. Are you sure? Did the scripture say that? What did the scripture say that? But did the scripture say that? Did the scripture say there was building a tower to reach heaven? The scripture didn't say that. On top of it, I think it's in Sirach. Yeah? Yeah, it said the people are one and this they begin to do. You understand? And then nothing shall be hidden from them. Basically, so like they was looking, they was coming together, they was seeking power. The scripture never said exactly what they was doing.
They was building to try to reach heaven, right? But flesh and blood can't enter into heaven. So how they doing that?
You understand? Like I see a movie where they show you the building of the Tower of Babel and Nebuchadnezzar, this guy, Nimrod, went on top with a bow and arrow and tried to shoot the Mosai. They just blaspheme. The scripture never said it.
This is Sirach chapter 23. Sirach 33 and 13. As the clay is in the potter's hand, he fashion it.
Romans 9. Romans 9. So that verse 2, verse 11. Romans 9, 11 and
10. Right, so this is Sirach 33 and 10. And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created. And Adam was created of the earth. And much knowledge of the Lord, and he divided them. And much knowledge of the Lord, and he divided them.
The Most High divided mankind. Alright, we can't question why. Alright, as I said, this is his movie, this is his creation going on here. You can't question the potter. You can't ask him why make a toilet bowl instead of a dish. Alright, the Most High does what he wants on this earth. Go ahead.
It says, In much knowledge of the Lord, he divided them and made their ways diverse. Right? Some of them he had blessed and exalted, and some of them had he sanctified and set near himself.
And who the Most High said near himself? Which race of people the Most High said near himself? Let me ask you that question.
Somebody else hold Matthew 1:21.
Israelites. Alright, that's the ones he walked with, that's the ones that he seen. Alright?
He is talking about specific country, specific race of people, like that is it. And whoever is black, yes.
No, it's not about color, you're getting mixed up now. Alright? Race. It's about race. Alright, it could be white, it could be pale. Alright, once you have the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he is the Most High, you have the Most High chosen nation.
And how do we know that we are
somebody Romans 8 and 16.
You have Matthew 1:21?
Right.
Now, when I give you this word, and you're not even sure about what you think you know. You realize that, right? Matthew 1:21.
This is Matthew.
So this is what the angel said. Angel Gabriel said to Mary, the mother of who would before Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
Matthew 1.
Joseph. Go ahead.
Matthew 1:21. And she shall bring forth a son, a daughter.
Mary shall bring forth a son. Go ahead. Call his Hebrew name, eh?
And thou shalt call his name Yahushai. For he shall save his people from their sins.
From their sins. Mark that question. What is sin? Transgression of the law, right? Who was the law given to? Who was the law given to? Who is God's people? Whoever received them? Somebody can get an idea.
In the book of Daniel chapter 9 and verse 11, it says, yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law.
No, everybody. Chinese.
The scripture said, I have seen that Israel, thy people shall keep thy precepts and not shields.
All Israel.
So the sinners.
No, can I get first in the point? Can I get the word of the Most High? So they said let the Most High be true and the people are a liar. So your opinion no matter. The scripture says, my ways are higher than your ways. My thoughts are higher than your thoughts. In your mind, you cannot conceptualize that the Most High is for a certain people and a certain race. Right? We, the nation of Israel, you know about Daniel and the statue? We was in captivity on all the nations. You have 18 nations in planet. 17 of them we have been in captivity underneath the majority of those other nations. Right? They have in some way or some part helped forward our affliction or our oppression. You have a birth certificate? A birth certificate? Right? All these nations here. You have a birth certificate, you have an ID card. Your name written in capital letters on it. You are a slave. You are a slave. Right? Your parents give you over to the government. Right? That's what that means. That's why when your mother gave birth, she gave birth in the hospital, why didn't she have a home birth? But you know what they say, yeah? She goes to the clinic after, they say, if you don't register your child, you can be charged. But the laws in the country can be charged. Because they need to register your slave. You understand? And when boy long too, you take it or leave it. Then when it is, you have to go to work. If your parents are taking care of you, you have to go to work to take care of yourself. You know?
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 5. That's in verse 56. It says, as for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
Right, so all the other nations, and this has decided. They have 17 other nations. The Lord just said they are nothing. Go ahead.
But like unto spittle.
But they're like unto spittle. Guess what? The people with authority right now, right, is Edomites. Edomites. They have Edomite children. When I used to go to school, I used to go to trade school. Right? They had an Edomite company next door. And children, they had the children 7 and 8 years old driving the bobcat. They was from what, I think it was Sweden or something like that, right? Switzerland or something like that. They was down here. They have experiences and we as Negroes, Latinos and natives can't have because they're in authority, right? You don't want to be in authority. The Most High chose us to be in authority over these heathen. They all have that privilege over us. You don't want that for yourself? Go ahead. The Lord said them in nothing.
They teach their children and they teach our children. It's saying we always teach our own children. It's not the next say we have cruelest enemies teach us children.
I think you said that earlier.
He says they are like unto spittle, and as likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Right, so you have a bucket, and you carry by the pipe and you fill it with water, and as you transfer the bucket inside, so you know, one drop pour. You consider that drop? No. They don't consider that one drop. The Most High consider all them 17 other nations as a drop that falleth from the vessel. We, the Negroes, the Latinos, and the natives, they consider us above all of them.
Well, guess what? A drop that falleth from our vessel. It's like you toting a bucket of water and the bucket full. But because you toting it, a little drop fall over. You can study that you still have the bucket of water. You understand? That's like a little water on the ground right there. You're not going to pay no mind to that water because you know you have water in your hand. That water is going to be significant. And that's how the nations are to the Most High. Just like the Edomite, his wife get a dream that in the kingdom they were significant. The Most High was studying them because so what Jacob is his portion. That was the dream. He was in a coma. He wake out of a coma. That was the old Edomite man. Yeah.
Yes, so he would make a people then.
The Max this, you ever come up to it before?
Yeah, boy, he feels familiar.
Like, just like I know
Deja vu, boy, he feels familiar, boy.
You ever come up to it before?
I know that you know your face. You know your face.
No, but he would make a people then color, then consider the leaders as what the gold that but in
you reading it here for you? You reading it here for you? Romans. You willing to understand or waste your time? Romans 9 you have it. Alright, that will come. Let me finish this quick. It says, "No, O Lord, behold, these heathens which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But with thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten."
So like and we devoured. You are custom eating. You have any doubles in here? You have any doubles in here? You know about sauce doubles? Famous crib right here. Sauce doubles used to be for years in front of the pharmacy over there. Right? But the heathen, which is a Chinese man, come in the pharmacy. They come and they take over the pharmacy. And they tell sauce doubles they have to move. And they build a little cage and tell them they have to move in the cage. Right? Right here in here. They come from where they come from, the heathen, and they tell them you have to move. Yes. That's a little example of what we're talking about. But you have Royal Castle, you have KFC, you have Subway, you have what's in the streets of this and that stuff? No, Mario's on the side. There's Papa John. All them is feeding food. And our food. You go down you see what it is, when they go down and buy Sammy, you see what Sammy's are going to be selling? That Mediterranean food. Could be from the Middle East. Like the type of food they cook is our food. Except for that elephant food, that gyro meat. That's an abomination. Right? But how they do the potatoes, the chana, that's our food. That's the food of the Middle East. We from the Middle East. What?
It says, "But with thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands."
Into their hands, because we must into the curse system in 28. We're going to come down very low, and the heathen that is around us is going to come very high. That's what going. When you go to the bank, you don't borrow from the own people. As a matter of fact, our own people in America, Judah, they try to set up in Oklahoma, they set up their own thing, their own businesses, and when the white man comes out about it, they know what they did. They rally their troops, and they bomb the hell out of them. They hang, right? They lynch, right? And they kill. Tulsa, Oklahoma, go and look it up.
1921,
Tulsa, Oklahoma, go and look it up. When we set up our own thing, but when you go to the banks and borrow, they borrow from the heathen. You don't borrow from the
time. That whole time was civil unrest.
Joshua and Jacob, because 1921 they say, I think it was around 1919, it had, I think it was Red Summer or Red October, something like that, where they was slaughtering the earth. I know if you ever see a picture of the show, either my school or my cake and the smiling taking the picture or bloody well. Right, that was during that whole time frame. It was 1990. I think Red Summer, something like that. It says, if the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure?
Yeah, so we don't possess an inheritance at this present time. At this present time, we still the vassal, we still what? The slave.
Or school about people.
Yeah, God, the proverb and the Bible, niggas, pigs, Latinos, Negroes, African Americans.
Job 1909.
They don't call us Yasserala. Yasserala is Israel's princess of the power.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 23. And said, O Lord that bears rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen the only one vine. And of all the lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen the one pit. And of all the flowers thereof, one lily. So what is showing you the most are favorites, right?
And you have favorite? You have a favorite color? Right. So you, alright, I'm going to ask you something. If you have a favorite color, right? Most likely have a favorite people. Would not make you more superior than your creator?
You said that you gave the ability to choose. To have a favoritism.
You can have nothing more than your creator. You cannot possess anything more than your creator. If you have something more than your creator, you are greater than him. Yeah, because what? If you go down there and watch the sign, it goes at your ordinations and no God. The Chinese man God look like the Chinese man. The white man God look like the white man. The Eastern God look like the Eastern and other animals. You understand? So you have to look like your God. And according to the scriptures, our God is a so-called black man or dark-skinned man or melanated man with white woolly hair and white woolly hair. So it matters. The Most High is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. But I read for you that ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. We are giving you the truth. The scriptures is the only truth on the planet, and the scripture gave a description of the Most High. That's why the enemy found it fit to change his description to keep you in this subtle state, in this docile state.
No, when I'm saying that is for power, I just challenge the pastor, so just asking them kind of questions. Because you know when John saw the Lord, he saw him in the spirit, right? You know when Daniel saw the Father in the spirit, he saw him in the spirit, right? And he had colors to open to it. No man has seen God, right? But we have the Son. Right? So it's quality in the ground like this at the next Father. Have the same characteristics and this kingdom and so forth, right? But they saw how can somebody look like a you know, Isaiah also saw the Lord, but they not saw his face, right?
Master, a spend of money. You sure? Shall I read the Bible? Shall I read the Bible? Spirit, when it says spirit, then it should be
Even Paul in 1 Corinthians 5, he said, after I put off this earthly tabernacle, I have a body in heaven waiting for me. So the spirit means a body. The word body means body, back to house. The spirit is like air. And just like oxygen and oxygen tank, something contained as earth.
Put off the water and put on the immortal. 1 Corinthians chapter 15. Right? So body terrestrial and body celestial. So man, read the Bible before you talk about change. Spirit of a body. Spirit of a body. How are you moving?
Good point. The scriptures say, the spirit of our body. How come the Most High say that the wickedness of the people is like a smoke that will clean up? I'm not sure.
Smoke when it's invisible. What? Smoke? I guess it's spread the smoke.
The scripture says was made in the image and likeness of the Most High.
But yeah, what I say when they see me? What I was a man, when they see me, you see the Father.
They continue when in 2 Ezra chapter 5.
But the characteristics don't work. When the Lord have a characteristic, the Lord characteristics was described in Daniel 10 and in Revelation 1. So it don't work when they go back to his color and his skin. The skin and his hair.
I know when I say when them thinking about Holy Spirit or Holy Ghost, I'm thinking about Casper.
They're thinking about that Casper. I was telling earlier, when the scriptures talk about worshiping in spirit and truth, they're talking about the scriptures. Because guess what? If you wrote a novel about yourself, when your spirit will be and you die, where your spirit is?
Hey, what Harry Potter? What Harry Potter, right? Was Tom Riddle. Tom Riddle. Tom Riddle was Voldemort. Lord Voldemort. Lord Voldemort was Tom Riddle. The reason had Tom Riddle because he write the memory of his young self in the diary. So when they open the diary and instead of writing the diary, it brings back his young self. It brings back his spirit. His spirit. That's his spirit was in the book.
Was in the writing.
You understand? You go like how many volume on the book?
The truth is the Lord, which is the scriptures. So when I say worship and spirit and truth, if you don't worship him according to the scriptures, so the scriptures come and say that if they don't speak according to the word, then they have no light in them. You understand? You understand?
You try to understand.
You try to understand.
We're wasting time. We're wasting time.
Come on, right? This is where you're coming to the truth. It's an empty of that. Forget about what we learn. Don't feel like come to this thing and all what you know, all what we already know already. This truth is something. This is something different. This is right. Yeah, Romans 2.
Scripture says report a strong mistake. Right? Debate thy cause with thy neighbor. So now you believe in Christianity, right? So now, you know what we believe in. Let me hear what you believe in and let me debunk it. Matter of fact, let the scriptures debunk it. Bring out your strong. Bring out your strong. Bring out your strong. Bring out. Huh? Great.
This is when Yahushua manifests himself after he risen from the dead. Right? This is Luke. This is Luke 24 and 36. He said, and as they thus speak, Yahushua himself stood in the midst of them and said unto them, peace be unto you. But they were terrified and affrighted and supposed that they had seen a spirit.
They thought they see a spirit?
Yeah, right?
They did. He just appeared to them.
Yeah, he appeared to them.
Just appeared to them. Because when they already died, right? Because remember they was in the house.
Yeah.
And he just appeared in the house and messed up
He
just
appeared
in the house.
He's a spirit, right? You know what it was for there again?
Luke chapter 24, verse 37.
Well, listen to the words, eh? They don't know movie.
Luke chapter 24, verse...
We read it from the Bible. Go ahead.
Luke chapter 24, verse 27. For they were terrified and affrighted and supposed that they had seen a spirit. He said, and he said unto them, why are ye troubled? And why do thoughts arise in your hearts?
Why are they frightened? Why are they troubled for? Why they thoughts are letting get? Why that?
Not dumpy and dealing with.
Yeah.
I'm not jumping in no book.
I can read back to verse 38.
I want to know because he says a spirit.
No, the scripture said there are different flesh, all flesh is not the same flesh. Can understand? It have flesh of man and flesh of fish, flesh of bird. It says they have earthly bodies and it have celestial bodies. What's the next word for celestial bodies? Spiritual. Them thing what people talk about aliens, they're angels, they're spirits. But they have a body, but it's a different body than ours. Understand? It's a different body. Understand? Like this flesh, this body could die. But the spiritual body is eternal. When you're thinking spiritual, stop thinking, see that? Stop thinking that, stop thinking smoke. When you're thinking spirit, the spiritual body, stop thinking that. Understand? Stop thinking that. Because guess what? If that was spirit, then the men and Sodom wouldn't want to rape the angels. Because all they would be seeing was smoke. You understand? If that was spirit, if that smoke was spirit, or how these angels would look, then guess what? When Joshua met the angel, he wouldn't ask him if that was to belong to my enemies, because he thought it was a man. If that was spirit, can you hold that? No. But guess what? Our forefather Jacob wrestled with one. You understand? So when you're thinking spirit, stop thinking like that. Understand? Heavenly bodies, the spirit is light. And you need a body to dwell in, that person to dwell in. So our spirit in this early body, and when we go to heaven, we have a body waiting for us. So our inner man just going inside our body.
You know what is going with all the Christians too? All they so superstitious and all they don't have no self-esteem with all they say, because you know something, all they picture the so-called white man with that spiritual body. Like the Jehovah's Witness pamphlet, you always see them angels, the white. You could see them, the white. Them have complexion, the white. Right through the white. But from the time we talk about an angel being a dark-skinned person, nah, that can't be true. Why always put those things happen? Why is it always, you can't see yourself above me? Christianity is right, so that can.
They depict the black angels as demons.
Yeah, if I could say, if that's smoke.
Holding firm on to that, you have watched me out try bracket.
If that smoke was
6.
spirit, then when the Most High told us to walk in the spirit, then we would have to burn himself. Kill himself. Say walk, the Most High tell us to walk in the spirit, walk in the scriptures then. Walk in the scriptures, you mean? Yeah, walk in the scriptures. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Right. Hey, the scriptures say so much. You are strong in the spirit. You are strong in the spirit, John. But they cut off John's head. The scriptures say how Shai grew in the spirit. But they crucified him. Let us be what he grew in knowledge. What are you all then? We are Hebrews. The Israelites by nationality, by seed. But by doctrine.
Brother Kwasha say Shalom, Kalakiam. Brother Kwasha.
Shalom. I can't say how it's huh? You from Israel?
We from Israel. We from a man. You don't come from a land. You from England?
You speak English. You from England? So what?
A quick piece of fair.
Yeah, this is back in Luke chapter 24. Yeah, Luke chapter 24, verse 27. But they were terrified and affrighted, and supposed that they had seen a spirit. Verse 38. And he said unto them, Why are ye troubled, and why do thoughts arise in your hearts? Behold my hand and my feet, that it is I myself.
He said, touch me, hold me and see. Right?
He said, handle me and see, for a spirit had not flesh and bone.
What?
For a spirit had not flesh and bones.
See that?
Right? As you see me have. This is not for you. Too proud.
What is it?
What is it?
Repeat what you said.
That is first
That's all right. Finish it off. Right. If it's sincere, we're going to go through it.
If he was listening, when he appeared in the house, he just appeared in the house.
1 Corinthians 15.
Right? Because that's
Give me
spiritual
Romans.
power.
Yeah, Romans 1.
If an angel appear right here now, you would think you see a spirit? He just appeared.
And that's so that you know fire is a spirit. Fire don't have flesh and bones. But fire is a spirit. Scripture said there was spirits created for vengeance. One of these spirits was fire, one was water. You understand? Everything is spiritual. Everything is spiritual.
So when you just show you the water, the first step, water have a spirit. I watch Salaki, but I work in a wastewater treatment plant. I watch dead water. I watch dead sewer water when they come in, right? They come in the lagoon, dead water, they don't move. It'll just be still, dead. As that sugar around sewer, it'll be dead. They don't move, right? This is why I notice. A person come out and treat man, they will see something looking like waves, but reason blowing. So where the waves coming from? I make an observation. Do right there, right? You'll have lagoons, raw water, raw sewage. You have a piece of land here, you have a next lagoon here, and a second one, next lagoon here, third one. Raw sewage, raw waves. But the other two, after drink, you see waves. And that dead sewage has been stagnant. Dead. You understand? Water have a spirit in it too.
May these angels of flame and minister of fire.
The finish here, huh?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Don't you romance, I'm a back with that.
Make it as angels
Listen.
of
Hold on.
This is Romans 3 verse 2. It says,
First Corinthians. You say you want to know, we're going to give it before you know. So you can never say that we didn't give it. Go ahead.
much every way, chiefly because that on
Be renewed.
12 and 2? 12 and 1. Romans 12 and 1.
Alright. This is Romans what? Romans 12 verse 2. It says, and be not conformed to this world.
Be not conformed to this world. You can't conceptualize it how we say it. Because Christianity has taught you that spirit is what EDGD, phantoms, you know, things that they can see, like class party brothers were saying. Go ahead.
But
you a spirit, you a spirit,
You are spirit dwelling in a flesh body.
dwelling in a body.
Right.
He's dry bones.
This is spirit dwelling. Spirit dwelling is.
This is the principle. This is the principle of spirit.
Right now he's dry bones.
Chains of death. Right now your spirit will feel pain.
And there is some fear.
What is a spirit? Can I read nobody?
Spirit dwells in a body.
We'll read here. It says 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 4. Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. Listen. There are differences in administrations, but the same Lord. There are diversities in operations, but it is the same God which worketh in all in all. But the manifestation of the Spirit is given unto a man to profit with all. For to one man is given the spirit of wisdom, and to another the spirit of knowledge by the same Spirit. And I stand by say what is gifts. And I stand the Spirit is gifts. And I stand that we know what the Spirit is. But the Spirit within a man is that entity, that light. Somebody give me that in Wisdom of Solomon 1.
It's pure energy.
And that's not his energy. That's how your body run. Or right. Electrical impulses.
Right.
One on yeah. It's probably too tired. It's so full. Yeah.
Really?
Like you reject this one down. Yeah. And back to that same. Yeah, I'm patient. You see my you don't understand it's simple.
He come up here to record, catch him recording. That's he come up here to do. So we're doing this. Nothing got them. So don't do that. How long you want to run?
You don't understand the simple concept of a spirit dwelling in a body. Because your body not moving just like that. Your body don't create no heat. It has no organs in your body to create no heat. None of your organs in your body It's not hot. It don't create heat.
That's why I said capable. It's not
That's
cold.
why you put it together.
It's not cold.
Yeah, your spirit gone and your body just get cold. Because why? What is keep that body warm? I never see like a fire. No, it's the spirit.
Everything is that spirit. Everything is that spirit.
When you tell a carnal minded person, spirit, them thinking about, hey, no. You can't pass somewhere. You know?
Spirit
Spirit is words too. I agree. No, wisdom is a spirit. Understanding is a spirit. You understand that there.
Hey, God know that. Because if you watch this movie, Pocahontas, see if you can hear the colors of the wind voice in this song.
That's in Avatar too. The blue one.
Yeah,
it says that the mountains.
Trees are spirit, everything is spirit.
Everything is spirit.
It's the scripture say, and nothing can endure except it was thy will. You understand?
That's why we people that come out of Christianity and come out of Christianity don't teach it on the road of the up and down.
If I could say one thing, right, that with the scripture say wisdom dwelleth in all things. So wisdom in everything, and wisdom is a spirit. No?
Is that spirit?
The most I send for the lion spirit in the mouth that you crop in the prophets.
It's a lion in that spirit. Look at that.
Yeah.
Let's come to life. When you understand it, the spirit, the scripture, let's come to life. The scripture is a spirit.
Hey, that to show you how things that most I create the spirit. When he saw clothes something, it don't last. Because why? It don't have a spirit in it. Understand? It don't have a spirit, it don't last.
Hey,
I didn't say the spirit there.
hey, to our big brother saying it, he saw take a tiger and a lion and mix it together, right? And
it can't breathe.
Hey, these people.
Hey, how much spirit is that on the boat? It's can't yeah? Yes, spirit. Yes, soul.
It says Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils. It says, for the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air.
Why ashes are good and why ashes are good?
Or back to the next body. In that body to dwell in. Hey, and guess what? That is why to show you that everything is fire as a spirit. Because when a spirit, when you die, when the spirit is go, the spirit is go up. And guess what? When you light that fire, when the fire is do, the fire is always face up, face up. You understand? Hot air is always rise. Everything hot is always want to go up.
So that in BC every time a October or whoever die, the old spark does always go up. Always.
Never see the movie Cartoon Brain. The girl and the bear, she more than the bear. But she's going to the forest. There's her blue flames, the spirits.
Yeah.
The spirits.
What perceptive of the spirit? The spirit in the spirit, everything life.
So energy, you can't blend energy.
And scientists say energy cannot be destroyed.
It can't be destroyed.
Just transferred from one form to another. From one body to another.
The so-called science in this world is making people do. When you understand what the scriptures talk about, you get a science, the whole principle, the whole idea for science is what is test a hypothesis, and you begin any hypothesis and they get into test is from the man.
Hey, guess what? There's a type of science, but they say it's not normal scientists wouldn't do it. It's a high level of science, and basically it's based off the Bible to prove that it's in different dimensions. So that science is a level of science that no average scientist would use a high level of science. I can't remember his name, but based on the Bible, because the guy was explaining it, bring scriptures to back up the point, to prove it at different dimensions. I can say this here is a high level of science that the world can receive. We taking all these different formulas, mixing them together, creating bombs, creating all kinds of things. Right here, they the lab right down.
Mad scientists, I want to appreciate.
Hebrews chapter.
They have bombs in Trinidad.
But I push it.
Hebrews chapter 1 verse 7 says, and of the angels, he said, who maketh his angels spirits, and his ministers a flame of fire. Hebrews 1 and 7.
Hebrews 1 and
7.
ministers, the spirit is heat, it's pure energy. It can't diminish it until it's body transfer and move on. Move on to where? Move on to the next body.
The angel that check Samson mother. You understand? When he did right after he walked into fire, he went up.
Hey, to add to that, when there was in the den, not the den, the fiery furnace. You understand? Shai was right there.
This wisdom too high for men at this world. This wisdom and the scriptures is too high for men. It's something that quotes the scripture for men and they're like, what do you mean by that? Like, because you're too much into this world. Yeah.
They suppress the spirit.
God, they suppress the spirit. And the spirit is trapped you're already in a prison. Now you put your spirit in that next prison. So you are in prison inside that prison.
Hey, but that too is a show too, right? That the Most High say, well, they set forth for example too. You know, to show we that we be blessed and highly favored. We the one who are to say we blessed and highly favored. Because to understand this highly science, you understand? To understand these things is a beautiful thing. You know? Because we see what is going on with 2/3. We see what the Lord doing to them. We see the Lord having them getting shot down in the streets. We see these things. Deuteronomy 28 and 28.
They don't understand why these things going on.
Some of these Facebook prophets, Facebook Israelites, right? You know it is, alright, before you're an African, but when you wake up a reprobate. You most likely take you out of again to directly to the next one. Like you wake up from a dream into a dream, and that is a frightening thing.
Okay, can I read Deuteronomy 28,
right?
To back up Brother Lamar, you know, because he said that's a frightening thing. Because that is a smite and madness there. You know, you jump out from one form that you know you was African and jump into, you wake up as a reprobate again. To add what Brother Lamar saying, that is a smite with madness. Because they never Second Timothy chapter 3, I think it's verse 7, never come into the understanding of the truth of the Most High. 28.
This is Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 28 verse 28, it says, Yahweh shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
John, that's what our brother Lamar was now saying, that these Facebook prophets and them, you know, he jumped out from one philosophy into the next one and he's a reprobate still. You know?
When they're gonna be mad, they're about Jacob's trouble. Understand? That is when they're gonna be mad. That is the scripture say, beware of then 1 Timothy 4:1, seducing spirits. Understand? Them seducing spirits will send you mad. You understand? Like all of a sudden you get epiphany and you're more wise than the apostles. You understand? Like them seducing spirits.
As I can't remember who our brother from Mexico was saying, you know, some of these Israelites getting on, like if there's nocturna, them just give up because they'll be cursing out One West, which was basically one of the main schools where you learn the name Yahweh Shem Yahushai from in the first place. You understand? And it'll be like F1 West and thing, and we're not supposed to be out there on the highways and the byways teaching, you know, thing. So how you get to understand, how you get to learn the truth? If men wasn't out there balling out their liver trying to repent, whatever the case is, all the prophets and the scriptures, they never stay home and pick up the phone, the dinosaur phone like in Flintstones and ring and say, you know, we the Hebrew Israelites. No, they came out here. Alright? The spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai descended upon these men and they come out here and they lift up their voice. Right? And they you know, they show.
The scriptures talk about a man, that disciple who was well diligent. And he said that all he knew was the baptism at John. That don't mean he was going off. That is all he knew at the time. Until the Most High manifested more on him. When, I think it was Peter and was Paul and somebody else saw him. And they know on him the doctrine of Yahushua. You understand? So hey, coming up, hey, like you know from One West, hey, Most High was revealing things bit by bit. But until he chose that one line. The Most High there was like we did with Abraham, he chose that line. And that line was apostle to apostle to apostle to apostle. Detroit out of one.
Gangan appreciate betul ya.
There's a back of our figure now. It says Psalms 119, 125. I am thy servant. Give me understanding that I may know thy testimony.
When only getting to get understanding. Alright, because what you could read the scriptures, or somebody get on 2 Timothy 3 and 7 real quick. And you could continue to study. Alright, but if the Most High don't give you the understanding, alright, you will never comprehend what it's written here.
So I can just get a quick precept to back up the Makazah. Right, this is Revelation chapter 2 verse 24. But unto you I say, and unto the rest in Thyatira, as many as have not this doctrine, and which have not known the depths of Satan, as they speak, I will put upon you none other burden, but that which ye have already, hold fast till I come.
Can't say that the whole fast to this good doctrine because what? They need doctrine and life. Alright? All the rest of doctrine is of death. Alright? That is 2 Timothy 3 and 7. 2 Timothy 3 and 7. Somebody can get whatever Acts 8. Acts 8 and start at 31.
2 Timothy 3 verse 7. To ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
Yeah, like when the Most High get an understanding, he open up your ears. Alright, like these pastors, they go to theology school, they ever learn it. Alright, they read, some men come up and say already, they read the Bible about twice or 10 times they read the Bible. But yet still, they don't have the understanding. What the scripture say about them, huh? Gan. What the scripture say about them?
Yeah, it says, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
Alright, because what in John chapter 14 and verse 17 says, even the spirit of truth, alright, which the world cannot receive. Alright, and that spirit of truth, the Most High is given to his specific men. Alright, he say, get a 10 angel, get a brother the spirit of truth. Then open up the ears, get a next brother. Now the Most High he just get everybody it. Alright, so that's some out there they ever learn it.
Why glory as though thou hast not received this? Alright, because at the end of the day, you know, this truth kind of like trickle down to someone, so they receive this. It's not like you just jump with this knowledge in the first place. First of all, Yahushua had to die in order for us to receive this. So you just can't get up and act like if you're more thing than Yahushua. You can't get up like if you're more wise than the apostles. Yes, certain mysteries will be revealed unto you, but hey, you're not supposed to glory. Set to what I am about Shem Yahushua to be little like that. You understand?
farmer or something. Trees and you get onto the meat.
This is why Isaiah 2 and 3. And many people shall go and say, Come ye and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of Yahweh power of Jacob, and he will teach us his ways.
Hey, guess what? That's why the Most High can call and turn beside. That you don't get proud. Because wisdom could destroy it. Wisdom could, understand? Wisdom could destroy it. So now you might get one breakdown and you don't go on headstrong with just one breakdown. And the whole plethora of breakdown that the apostle have, your one breakdown, you feel you more superior than them. And guess what? Guess what? You could actually get a breakdown from a seducing spirit. That's right. And that spirit just give you that inside just to destroy you. Gotta be careful when you're learning. Very beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits.
Say, if a prophet come on to you saying, prophesying something and it come true, and he say, let us go and serve other God, go. You're right.
The scripture says, if a man or an angel of the Most High come and teach you that doctrine, let him be accursed. Them seducing spirits, you understand? Them seducing spirits come with the doctrine. Right.
So we know what we're talking about.
We feel higher than the Shires. That's a seducing spirit, son. Most High Christ, that's a seducing spirit. That's right.
That's why when talking with Israel, China,
Yahweh, that is a seducing spirit.
Itching is.
Yeah. Boy, I don't know what kind of spirit is that. That's a dumb spirit. Following a spirit teaching Oh, you can follow a fucking spirit. What about the spaghetti meatball spirit?
He was boiled for iniquities and shit.
Spaghetti meatball spirit. Hey, that is a literal doctrine. Yeah. And it's spaghetti meatball. That is goes to show you that a very Most High. That a very Most High. Once you realize you're open to this, I was telling that Jake, hey, the Most High controlling everything, and hey, that's some create them to go down the wrong path. And tell the many create to go down the right path. And once you realize the Most High put you on the right path, just sit to water and continue treading on. Continue treading on, because the Most High can put you on them spaghetti and meatball part and that EMU part. You understand? But he bring you on this path. What?
Scripture said the Most High makes a perverse spirit, he makes a Babylon. Yes, they have many perverse spirits out there.
Yeah. Scripture said there are loads, many gods, many Agarabus.
Proverbs 15:14. It says, the heart of him that hath understanding seeketh knowledge, but the mouth of fools feedeth on foolishness.
Feedeth on foolishness. Or you could intake that, right? That just Ezekiel was told to eat this roll, you know, eating knowledge of the Most High. So you fools eating up the so-called white man foolishness, and eating up these different foolish philosophies. Alright, you're taking in these things and making it a part of your life. You know, like these Muslims, as the brother just mentioned. It is, when how much times I did it, man, you know, in doggy style?
Right, doggy style, righteous.
Righteous. You understand? The spirit feeding all your strength. I got a piece of, I think.
When I bring up. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 14. But continue thou on the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them.
Yeah, you gotta finish this race. Alright, you take up this mantle and it's not to pray down. Alright? So what? In a short of who you know has learned them from. So don't forget teachers, always remember your teachers. Always remember your teachers. Alright, that's why Paul says, follow me as I'm a follower of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Alright, Paul and forget his teacher. Paul and learn from the Lord and then say, follow me because I had the way. No, he said, follow me because I was a follower of the Lord. Remember his teacher. Alright?
So that you know people go out after the saying, what Pastor Paul say, be follow of me, because I was a follower of Yahweh Shai. He'll get bug out. If Apostle Paul follow Yahweh Shai, and you follow Apostle Paul, who you following? You follow Yahweh Shai. How hard is that? You just get buggled over that. You understand? Yeah, because this is the base kingdom. You understand? Base kingdom. Understand?
Proverbs chapter 14. We come from, it says the backslider in heart shall be filled with his own ways, and a good man shall be satisfied from himself. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his word.
It's like a leaf tossed to and fro by every wind of doctrine. Give a man purpose, perspective, like the church of Berea. Search the scriptures to see these things are so. Second Timothy, Second Timothy, or 1 Timothy 4 and 13. It says, what like come from attendance to win. See how to be reading. You gotta search the scriptures. If what you taught, the quotes and the scripture, who holds it. That was the Thessalonians. Old pastor, which is
This is 1 John 4, verse 1. It says, Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of the Most High.
try the spirits. You can see and say, Satan, I am answer this question. You can't go and question Satan. You know Yahweh Shai. You understand? When you try the scriptures, there's trying spirits. It's when them spirits come into your mind, hey, nah, the scripture say this. So is the case, so I do this wrong. You understand? Spirit can come and tell you bless and eat pork like Pastor Pork Chop tell him, well, they ain't trying that spirit, that Pastor Pork Chop spirit. Well, they're supposed to be trying that all the Christian.
Right.
With the scripture Pastor Pork, all they're gonna Pastor Pork Chop tell them bless and eat pork.
Right.
Them Nigerian and them eat grass, washing your foot on your head, all kind of madness.
People just boil understand it.
They say pray for the pork and the oil will be good. But pray for some of the water, you don't pay and drink it now.
They do it, they do that. What the sun and oasis.
What they say? They say the Lord will wear it, right? The Lord will wear it. So what's the first commandment? Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, thy soul, thy strength. So they don't love the Most High, the Lord will wear it.
Let me read this to prove that old prayer ain't talking about animals. In 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 4, for every creature of Yahweh is good and nothing to be refused if it be received with thanksgiving. For it is sanctified by the word of Yahweh and prayer. So let me ask you this. You're going to have a piece of pork and you're going to read 1 Timothy chapter 1 verse 12. And I thank Yahushua Mashiach our Lord that enabled me, for that he counted me faithful, putting me into the ministry. And then they go and say a prayer, he's talking about it. Not talking about the Gentiles. The Hebrew Israelites were in Gentile state of mind. I remember, most I tell Peter, rise and eat. I remember that. Most I tell Peter, rise and eat. Kill and eat. And that way you need me, you don't teach because you need them sweets and spirits. Hey, guess what? When you open the scripture, it's like you just open out a portal for demons. All them demons can just start on your mind because hey, they don't want you. The scripture say, hey, I think it's in Isaiah 60, don't send a spirit to block the mind. So from the time you do this, hey, from the time you come up, when that nigga just come up here, you must press over his blood around here, hey, go listen to them men. Hey, you see them men, they're speaking nice, hey, John 3:16. Hey, guess what? The spirits, they have a whole entourage. The spirits around here, it's like we talking, but it's like he just see me. Wow. That's all he's saying. That's all he's hearing. And you realize that when they ask the same question more than once. They're talking on me.
Awesome. This Psalms 52 verse 3. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness.
That's that. From you passing Mary Lord Street and turn to Christianity, guess what? You love lies. You understand? Like a guy telling me, oh, he like to listen to Joel Osteen. I say, hey, Joel Osteen, shit. Joel Osteen don't preach. See, but he just talks. I say he just talk good, but he don't preach.
understand? He don't preach. He go talk good. He go package the industry good. Because why? It's about money. I say, hey, Joel Steve don't even teach about hell. He don't teach about the judgment to come. He say people don't need to hear that. He say that why go to that man?
Hey,
The uncomfortable.
You know, it's one of the witchcraft for Joel Steve. He well, the church I used to go, they go to jokes. He always like to start when he preaching with a joke. So when he start, you know, I always like to start off with a joke. So it had a man, blah, 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 blah. Had the whole congregation laughing, and then he take, without any scriptures about the cases and blah, blah, that's just it. You understand? All in the universal church, they use jokes. But that goes back to smooth words. The prophets use rough words. Hey, don't do that fucking shit. You understand?
I can say that speech. When we doing lessons, or if we come out to preach, we might start with a little joke. That's why people can be saved. That's a big joke. That's not happening. Alright, the so-called white people, so-called white race people, so freedom, they can be saved. Like, you know, sometimes you'll have to target title his lessons, you know, things as, you know, clickbait, a little joke, you know. Hey, but you're right. A Edomite looking man can't be saved. That don't mean he's an Edomite, he's just Edomite looking. Edomite-ish.
First Timothy chapter.
Looking like an Edomite. Take a man of the Most High to understand that same.
First Timothy chapter 4, and start at verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
Giving heed to spirits.
In the latter times.
In the latter times.
Verse 2.
What we're talking about. You know, talking about lying lips and
Verse 2. Speaking lies in hypocrisy, having their own conscience seared with a hot iron.
Hey, when you look up the word seared with a hot iron, you know it actually means to make useless. So the minds, look it up, look up, I believe it's seared or hot iron. It means to make useless, to render useless. Understand?
Born in vain.
Hey, the scriptures say the angels will have control over fire. That's for that new downward you call them nukes. It's angels make them. Angels just use physical hands. But it's intellectual angels. You will feel man, ash and what do you call them? Ash and earth could make cars. Can make cars. The spirit was behind them. You understand?
When the scripture says wisdom no more in him, and he just take back their spirits from it.
Hey, Isaiah 19, he said, thy wise men shall be foolish. And guess what? Anything that used for good, you'll notice that Jake make it because spirits gonna work with Jake for good. Anything for destruction, them spirits in the first side gonna work with Esau to make the instrument of their own demise.
Psalm 51 and 11. Take the spirit away from them.
Who would have thought you could actually put a voice on a flat disc? That you could put a voice on a flat disc. How? You can begin to think about that. Guess what? Spirits. The spirits do that.
This whole dimension is governed by spirits.
Hey, guess what? How the ancients know what plant to use for what ailment. They may just go around just, alright, let me try this, let me try that. Nah, guess what? It's more sorry being that, hey, try this. Do that.
So sometimes just by looking or smelling them.
And let me tell you how the spirit is work too. You ever notice like you're gonna do something, and then when you're gonna do it, it's like you just see a thought, use this, or do that, and guess what? You're literally going on the right course. That is not you, that is the spirit. Maybe you're gonna do something, and you're taking up anything that you need. But then you might look at something, you get a thought, hey, take that. And you be like, nah, I don't need that. Hey, and guess what? When you go, that's the first thing you need. That was you, that was the spirit telling you, hey, you need that. Yeah?
chapter 7, verse 7. It says, what shall we say then? Is the law sin? Most I forbid. Nay, I had not known sin, but by the law, for I had not known lust, except the law had said, thou shalt not covet. Yes, going back to what I was saying, that how we destroy the spirit is that we want to know. And I know we will understand where we're going on from what's the spirit coming out.
The law identifying spirits, identifying things. The words that the Most High identifying.
And the law is wisdom.
And after the back up out here, in Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 1, it said the preparation of the heart in man and the answers of the tongue is from the Lord. So you know, as the brother was saying sometimes, hey, you have a plan how to make something, to create something. And just so it pop in your mind, hey, do this or do that. Like from the Most High. That's what the preparation of the heart in man is from the Most High. Alright, so these nuclear missiles they created, all these different so-called inventions, you know, that the so-called white man claiming, you know, and showing himself to be wise through his invention, the Most High put that in his heart to do. Alright?
If I could just say one thing, right? In Isaiah 45 verse 7, the Lord said, I the Lord do all things. You know, so if the Lord do all these things, our big brother Marcus was saying, you know, is the angels the Lord sending on the left and the right to create all these things?
Just to back you up. So you have to go back to the law, right? It's Romans 9 verse 20. It says, now if I do that which I would not, it is no more that I do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. I find then a law that when I would do good, evil is present with me. Understand? So when you want to do good, you go back to the law. You say, find then the law, you go to the law. But then evil still present with him. You understand? It says, for I delight in the law of Yahweh after the inward man. But I see another law in my members going against the law of my mind and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin which is in my members. O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death? I thank Yahweh Shai, Hashem Mashiach, Adawanawa. So then with my mind, I serve the law of Yahweh, but with the flesh, the law of sin. Understand? So you go back to the, always go back to the law. So you always have to go back to the law. Understand?
That's what the book of Romans 8 and 20 say. Because he say, with the mind he serve Yahweh Shai, but with the flesh the law of sin. Because jump by jump low, we always go from time to time.
As much as we just try not to.
As much as we just try not to. So we say this body's subject unto vanity.
And part of it is not being in the kingdom too. Part of it is not being in the kingdom. Surrounded among sinners. Understand? Surrounded among sinners. Hey, guess what? Sin like a seed and it is grow. Them spirits like seeds and it is grow. Like germs that is multiply. So if you had the right environment for them to multiply, they're gonna multiply. But let's say you are around 5 actors who try not to sin. Then guess what? You're gonna clean the atmosphere. But let's say them 5 actors separate and go among sinners. Then guess what? You actually go back in the atmosphere, allowing them spirits to try. You understand? But the more people that follow after the law of the Most High, the more sin is going to diminish. In the days of David, guess what? It had their people. The Most High was with Israel. That was the peak of Israel in the kingdom. The time of David until King Solomon. That was the peak of Israel because by Israel on a whole was trying to serve the Lord Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Yeah, now the scripture says what? Be not deceived. Evil communication corrupts good habits. Our communication now just when it's talking, but the communion, who you commune with, you know, them wicked people, them wicked tutors, they commune with them too much. You know, their filthiness could rub off on you.
Hey, the scripture saying Proverbs, say the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth him. You understand?
Like I said, separate yourself from them.
Touch not the unclean thing. That's the reason why I can't walk in now. The counsel of the ungodly.
Okay, so there's exam. Sirach 37 and 12 says, but be thou continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow thee if thou shalt miscarry.
Understand? Same mindset. Understand? What the scripture say, what Concord had the world for the hyena. Understand? These two contrary things can't come together, just like the scripture say, a whore envies a virtuous woman. Understand? Evil and good can't come together.
That's why there's parts out there, and the city virtuous women out there, they can't kind of say with the face, they say half everything in the mind. You understand? Because they miss the whole. They worship with half kind of false God. You understand? And looking at the virtuous women and like, hey, they miss like the club with the past. We worship the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. The scripture say, we are shy say. I think it's in John 15. They said if they said the master is of the house of Baal, Beelzebub.
Beelzebub, yeah, Beelzebub.
Understand?
Yeah.
So they fulfilling scriptures there.
Yeah.
And unknowingly, with the Gentiles which have the law, do things God did. You understand?
And there's a whole just party. There's a whole just party.
And then the way that's come to realize, sometimes when you're in the street, you realize like a woman, she's just trying to get you out of the truth. Why ain't that? What are you calling the men for? You know, since you joined that, you started to behave so. It's the whole envying the virtuous woman. Hey, that's wisdom that we pick up. You know what's going on there? Guys, them spirits, we can't get you coming through that medium, the weaker vessel. Because guess what? They know you ain't gonna listen to them directly. So they had to go through the mediator, which is your wife. You understand that? Them spirits crafty.
A woman is a distraction.
You see them pillow talk? You see after a man belly full and he don't fuck? And I said, they listen to anything. You drop to sleep.
Yeah, we don't pillow talk. I don't get what you want. Yeah, I know Jake in the world. When you don't give me guys, he's telling me, alright. Yeah, he's telling him go. I know my word, I go to sleep for me at the time. Yeah. Hey, I learned my lesson. Just gonna say keep the mouth shut.
When I could one day, there's Proverbs 29 and 3. Give not thy strength unto a woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyed kings. Because otherwise no, you always not speaking about, you know, them seducing spirits coming through the weaker vessel. And as Big Brother Marcus no mentioned. When
just call women busybodies. You understand? Worst thing to do is tell a woman a secret. Leave me somebody good at the world. You know, tell the world the secret.
God.
Somebody's going to say marvel that if you trespass against you. Don't tell these women nothing.
Tell a woman a secret.
I can't. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that light in thy bosom. That's right. That's right. But
that's why when the house came back as the house you did a woman. Learning lesson when you're Solomon, who can receive it?
Yeah, example.
yeah, that's our brother collab now see, right? Even Solomon write about this woman, and Solomon himself went off because this woman and them make him get put to death.
Snares and nets. We call them snares and nets traps. When they trap people. They use them children as child support to get money. No, guess what? You can't help it. Men made to be strong and austere. Women made to be beautiful. You understand? And as much as a man is trying to be strong, guess what? A woman will make him pass smile in the face. You understand? A woman will make a man smile. Alright, women have to be on the list when they are actually strongest.
She right after, she right before it. She right before it. She right before it. So it's only the truth that help you conquer these women.
How is go over a woman? Yeah, next woman? Yeah, is that?
And that's why we were there at Sophia. By the will of power,
that's right, that's right.
Yeah. In the book of Luke, and that is the righteous woman, the end game. This is the book of Luke chapter 10 and verse 19. I can bring one He said, behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions. And you say, that is when you truly truth. You know, come into the truth, you'll be able to basically overcome these women. And the scripture saying, I give you power now to tread upon serpents and scorpions.
You know why? Because the Lord bringing it back to your senses. Like, hey, but you're a king. All them things when you lose, you're going to get 100 people and you're studying this. When you realize, hey, you're supposed to have a virgin, you open up your head over a woman who don't have about 20 men.
That be good. That be good.
A foreign news. You see men on TV fighting over, like, men fighting over Rihanna. Rihanna is a hoe.
Can.
Rihanna is a hoe.
That is good.
Everybody done been up inside here. Cardi B. All kind of Tom, they kind of carry and the family done been up inside here. And men getting all bugged out over it. Come on, man. I know the price possession.
I don't matter.
This scripture is bringing back to your right mind.
Can.
That's why I said Ecclesiastes 7. He that fear the Most High shall escape her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
Can.
Yeah. Because the Most High put a strong evil in their women. I tell you, I battle with it. You understand? There will be no macho man out here. Cleave to the Most High and they're going to overcome them. And the Most High got a strong evil in their women.
That's right.
You understand? A strong evil. And a seducing evil too.
Hey, let me show you something. All these scriptures, you cannot fight spirits.
Exactly.
You can't. This is the antibody right here. Because guess what? Them spirits know you. Them in the head, them know you. Guess what? You know what a spirit will do? A spirit will actually set you up like a chess game. That spirit will actually make you not get no woman for a whole year. Make you burn for a whole year. And send a woman you're with to make you commit adultery. Hey, make sure that woman is where you want. And then guess what? Take you and a lion and just give you a knife and say, here, well, let me see who can come out the pits alive. I'm telling you. Them spirits will play with your mind, play with you like a chess game, and just sit back and watch take you the show. Yep. But with this, the scriptures say, it's Colossians. I can do all things through the house that strengthens me. Philippians 1 to 10.
Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. It says, I can do all things through Yahushua Mashiach, which strengthens
God. Son, the Lord strengthen us. Son, look at next one, see if I can talk about it.
I'm happy to say these are Micah 7 verse 5. It says, trust not in a friend, put not confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom.
Is it here? Is it 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 14? Now thanks be unto Yahweh, which always causeth us to triumph in Mashiach, and make it manifest the savor of the Savior of his knowledge by us in every place. The Lord cause us to triumph. And they overcame by what? By the blood of the Lamb. The word of their testimony.
1600.
Hey, you know, like when you watch some movies and it's like, you know, two Jake fighting, one Jake be on the ground and the next Jake coming on the ground, you say, hey, nah, I was winning. That's why I fight today. I was on the ground, but I was winning. So looking like we getting licks, but we actually be winning. You understand? Because all we doing, we biding time until the hour shall come.
We already getting victory though, but we just playing it out.
We just playing it out.
We already getting victory.
Yeah, we on the ground, we taking kicks, we taking punches. But guess what? We just holding out until Big Brother come. That's right.
Touchdown. The whole place. The whole place.
You see the whole place match up. The whole place done.
This is Psalm 16 and 8. It says, I have set Yahweh always before me, because he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved.
Yeah. The scripture said the Lord shall be our reward When you look at reward talking about like a fence, a hedge. Lord is our shield and protector. You understand?
2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 15.
In scripture, see, it could be like a wall of fire. Around Jerusalem.
Verse 16. It says, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
Renewed day by day. You read in the scripture.
So we dying outwardly.
Both sides die daily.
Like that daily. But hey, inside we get the victory. Right? 3 hours shy because we had the scriptures, we had the word. You could always go back in it and refresh yourself. You know? But hey, we're going through hell in this fucking place.
Let's be hope.
Yeah?
Let's be hope. Prophecies.
Exactly.
Let's be hope. Prophecies. Because when you're feeling down, that's going in prophecies.
Right? For real, because it has got refreshing. Right? I'm telling you, sometimes you're feeling down and read the scriptures and like, yeah, man.
I watch a video.
You watch a video.
I link up Reggie.
Yeah.
I talk about. Yeah? Hey, now we're talking about spirits, right?
Yeah.
If I would go into a situation and then boom, you're going on YouTube and you wasn't looking for the video, but the video just showed up when you're listening that dealing with your situation.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
I've gone many times.
Let's go. That's it. Our precept there.
So guess what? All the brothers connected by one spirit, like a network. Esau have his World Wide Web, and the Moses have his World Wide Web.
World Wide
Spirit.
Web. This book, some pages with ink in it. And we saw with all this technology. All this technology, and just some pages with ink in it. Beating it.
Brother Kwasha say Yahushua, he was made in the manager for us. You know, as Big Brother One now mentioned too, you know, every time you feed down, you go back into the scriptures. So in a way, Yahushua is our manager, you know, he holding us together.
Hey, with the scripture saying Romans 8, Yahushua is the intercessor.
The
scripture says spirit making intercession. Yahushua is the one making intercession. Making groanings that we don't, you know, like a groan. You want to cry, you want to act up, but you don't know what to say. Yahushua don't know, say, I got you.
God.
I got you. You know why exactly where you
Isaiah chapter 28 verse 10, it says, for precept, or be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, yeah, little and yeah, little. Right? Talking about the scripture. It says, for with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people. This is the point. It says,
to whom troubles, talking to them in a way they can't understand too much heights. Wisdom is too high for a fool. That's why sometimes we talking, we bring in this thing as simple as we could, and guess what? Jake still don't understand. Stammering lip, like what? He that speaking to a fool is like one that speaking to a man asleep. You say something like, you be like, what? What is the matter? What is the matter?
He says, verse 12, to whom he said, this is the rest, wherewith he may cause the weary to rest, and this is the refreshing, yet they would not hear. This is the refreshing.
It's a days of refreshing. Days we are good days where people find rest.
Revelation 3:10.
That's what, hey, we don't care what for. We don't care. We just want to do that.
If I can say this too, Yahushua, the scripture say Yahushua is the volume of the book, right? He's the refreshing, right? Because that's what his name stands for. Our salvation, because the time will come, everything will be so terrible with everything outside here that we're going to need him to come back to save us.
Hey, guess what? One of the titles for Yahushua is the Prince of Peace. I don't mean you're going to put the end to war, you're going to give us inner peace, peace of mind. Right now we don't have that.
Hey, just to our big brother Marcus and now say it, because even when on a Sabbath in this wicked kingdom, your mind's still at work. Your mind's still at work. You're studying way, but I built a pay, boy. How to do this?
When they're going to come and cut your cable, when they're going to cut your light.
God.
You do our work and say get money. So that's the shouting bills. The shouting before you get paid books.
We just put in hold the bags. God.
And refreshing is like what? You're tired, you're weary. And it come like you need that drink of water. Yeah, which come like that drink of water, you know? To refresh you, to bring you back, to take you back that life. Make all things new. Make into that word new is refresh. Freshness. Kindness.
Have I presented? So, Romans 14:17, for the kingdom of heaven is not meat and drink, but righteousness and peace and joy in the Holy Spirit.
Joy. Joy. You know it is to be so joyful, to feel so much joy, till tears running down your eye. That is perfect joy. That is perfect joy. So much joy till water running down your eye. You're crying. The world might think you sad, but you like, you know what is that? You rejoice in so much things instead of crying. Understand? Like hey, tears. Tears though, it had 3 types of tears. It had tears where you will cry because you're sad. It will have tears where you cry because you're angry. I know whoever gets so angry, all they can do is just cry. And it tears because you're so happy.
God.
Understand? Tears because you're so happy. You just cry, and that is, hey, guess what? That is what I remember I had a dream with that. A dream with that it was the end. It was the end, and we had Esau in captivity. And I walking through my whole field of Edomites. And I just fell and I started crying because I rejoiced in making it. That is what's gonna happen. You know, Isaiah 35:10. You understand? We're gonna rejoice. You righteous shall rejoice.
This is Isaiah 35, verse 10. And it says, and the ransom of Yahweh shall return and come to Zion with songs and everlasting joy.
And what?
And everlasting joy.
Everlasting. Dude, we don't know where it is to live. We're not living. We just existing. Michael Jackson said stop existing and start living. We can only do that with Yahweh and Shay.
That's right.
Right now we just existing.
Right, that's right.
We just existing right now. We don't know what it is to live. Hey, guess what? Esau don't know what it is to live. Right now Esau is easy. Because Esau don't know he ass is glass. He just waiting for that coming. Right now he preparing for the war of Revelation 12 and 7. Moab uneasy. Among all them nations uneasy. Them don't know what it is to be living. You understand? But Israel gonna know. Israel gonna know what it means to live. Right. Everlasting joy. Everlasting joy is you never have to worry. All them nations worry, but hey, guess what? We worry. Because we hoping that we will receive that salvation. But we not the scripture said godly sorrow. We're not sorrowing like these other people. We're sorrowing from a godly sort. Understand? But these nations, they're sorrowing, and 2/3 of Israel is sorrowing because they know the imminent end coming. Understand? Good.
I can remember Revelation 3:18 and 21.
Hebrews chapter 13. I think it's 24. I think.
Last verse?
Nah, that's Hebrews 13. Hebrews 10, 35.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 35.
Matter of fact, verse 34.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 34. For ye had compassion of me in my bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and an enduring substance.
Yeah, better and enduring substance. Enduring means something that's gonna last, something forever. You understand? When
it says, verse 35.
Cast not away therefore your confidence, which had great recompense of reward.
God, which had great recompense of reward. You understand? Which had great recompense of reward. Great. Isaiah 51 and 13. Go ahead.
Verse 36. Hebrews 10 verse 36. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise.
Yeah, so we can't open. You understand? I was like, every day is like, Lord, how long? How long we gonna be here? That is, we sorry to know how long it will end until the end. But he's so sorry hoping that the end don't come. You understand? This is Luke chapter 1, verse 52. It says, he had put down the mighty from their seats and exalted them of a low degree. He had filled the hungry with good things, and the rich had he sent away empty. He had helped his servant Israel in remembrance of his mercy, as he spake to our fathers, to Abraham, and to his seed forever. Understand? So are we going to inherit the kingdom? Then, Isaiah 51.
Yeah, Isaiah 51 and verse 13. It says, and
forget this.
Yahweh thy maker.
No, that is it. Isaiah 52, I believe. To make sure. Isaiah 52 and 13. Salam. Isaiah 52 and 13. Somebody see what Isaiah 61 and 9 say? Zephaniah 3, 19 to 20.
61 and 9?
Yeah.
In Isaiah 52 verse 13 it says, behold, my servant shall deal prudently.
So we deal prudently, we be wise. When
he shall be
exalted, extolled.
Yeah, God.
Extolled.
And extol and be very high.
You know what the word extol means? To praise greatly. So when the Lord says you're going to be praised or exalted highly, the word extol already means to be exalted high. But he said you're going to be extolled very high. That is like saying you're going to be greatly lifted up. You understand? All we have to do is just say, yo, well.
Yeah, Isaiah 61.
Isaiah 61, Zephaniah 2, 19.
Isaiah 61 verse 9. And their seed shall be known among the Gentiles, and their offspring among the people. All that see them shall acknowledge them, that they are the seed.
That shall acknowledge us. Right now they acknowledge us. These nations don't care about us. These nations don't care about us, but we cannot be acknowledging freedom. All them Jimmy taking it up the ass, trying to get acknowledgement, alright, on the media. Guess what? That is not an acknowledgement. The whole world gonna know 144,000 men. You understand? Go ahead.
Acknowledge them that they are the seed which Yahweh Shem Yahushai had blessed.
And guess what? Why Christians can't understand that? Because them spirits. They can't understand that the Most High chose one people. Understand? But where Yahushai see, Yahushai give him praise. He said, thank thee, Father, God of heaven, that thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent and reveal them unto babes.
That's right.
Go ahead. This is Zephaniah. Zephaniah 2, 19 to 20. Yeah?
Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they had been put to shame.
You hear now? Every land we're gonna get fame. What the scripture said, Isaiah 61 and 7, I think. Go ahead.
Verse 20. At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, For I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth.
Son, that is what we're going to enjoy. The Salafist came looking for a sequence down first. And all these things will be added on to you. That's why Isaiah 61.
Isaiah 61 verse 7. For your shame ye shall have doubled, and for your confusion they shall rejoice in their portion.
Yeah, for shame we shall have double. So we're gonna be exalted just like how we was in ancient Israel. Guess what? That is nothing compared to how we're gonna be. It says Solomon had silver like stone. Understand? What the scripture said in Isaiah chapter 60. Isaiah 60 verse 12. I think somewhere around there.
Let's check it out.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Isaiah 60. Verse 16.
Isaiah chapter 60 verse 16. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shall suck the breast of kings.
Yeah, so guess what? We're going to take these kings and we're going to suck the breast. No, that is not what it means. When you look up milk, it means the richness, something precious. So it was metaphorically talking about all the riches of these nations. You understand? A and B, we're going to commit sodomy. Understand? And it's metaphoric speech like that, how you people twist it up onto this day.
In Job 27 and verse 16. Go heap up silver as the dust, and prepare raiment as the clay. He may prepare, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver. Understand? Milk rich in calcium. Milk rich in calcium.
Yes. Milk and honey. Guess what? What the scripture says? Somebody give me that. In Genesis 49 and 12. Let me show how rich Israel can be.
Up to this day, they still don't know how rich Solomon was. They still can't. You will be walking and it's not like, okay, nobody will dare touch us. You might twist your pride there and
Genesis 49 12.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 49 verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
Now read that verse up.
This is Genesis chapter 49 verse 11. Binding his foot unto the vine.
Read that verse up again.
Scepter. Yeah. This is Genesis chapter 49 verse 10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come. And unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
Yeah, so yeah, I was trying. So in the kingdom now, they told me that in the kingdom. Well,
it says binding his foot unto the vine and his ass pole unto the choice vine.
So now, think about it. On the vine, we just have grapes. Now, if you have choice vine, means that is your best grape, you're not going to take your donkey and tie it. You're going to eat that. But it's to show how much grapes you have. Now, you can take your donkey and lay your donkey eat like a king. You got to be a rich man to do that. You understand? To have your donkey eating choice grape. You understand? That's how rich we're going to be. Hey, the scripture says, we cats are going to eat clean provender. When you look up clean provender is take after they done renowned and get rid of the husk and give them raw corn or raw wheat to eat with no husks. You understand? You know? You're going to be rich. You're going to be rich. You're going to have double. So what you think?
60
if in Dubai you feel you can make gold this and gold that, guess what? Wait till Israel rise up.
That's right.
Hey, guess what? Jerusalem gonna be a golden city. Jerusalem gonna be like a rainbow. Alright, the scripture saying gonna be paved with gold. Hey, somebody give me that in
October 13.
October 13. You understand?
I think the last two verses. Isaiah 60 verse 16. And thou shalt know that I, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
Go ahead.
For brass I will bring, gold.
Yeah, so guess what? Let me say you wanted to make some brass ornament. Guess what? Nah, the Lord said, nah, forget that. Look, gold. Go ahead.
I will bring silver, and for wood, brass, and for stone.
So when you want to build a house with wood, the Lord said, nah, here, look, brass. You understand? So you don't have everything in abundance. You understand? When you wanted stone to pave your walkway, the Lord said, nah, here, look, gold. You understand? Look, gold, deck out, gold out. Go ahead. You feel them and beat them have gold? Guess what? The amount of gold Israel gonna have, guess what? You might have a neck from. You understand? Well,
I will
when it's spiritual pose, you can phone all them things. Well,
iron, I will also make thy officers.
Hey, guess what? You might have a gold chain so heavy, or so big, or so long, that you might have a servant walking with the pendant in front of you. You understand? You walk in the servant with the pendant walking.
Yeah. Peace and thy extractors righteousness.
Go ahead.
Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction.
And I showed you like them people ain't fulfilling that scripture right now. Go ahead.
Nor Salakia, within thy borders, Salakia, nor destruction within thy borders, but thou shalt call thy walls salvation and thy gates praise. The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee.
So that means, guess what? The Lord can draw with the sun and the moon. Go ahead.
But Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shall be unto thee an everlasting light.
Guess what? The Lord gonna be there with his chariot, gonna be so bright that it's gonna be almost like you don't need the sun. The sun and the moon gonna play. But guess what? When it said the Lord gonna be that light, the scripture said the Lord gonna dwell among them. So the Lord Yahushua gonna be with his chariot. His chariot gonna be so bright. It's like just like in the wilderness. You understand? Just like in the wilderness, that chariot gonna be so bright. You understand? Jerusalem gonna be, guess, picture Jerusalem made of jewelries and Yahushua chariot shining down. Guess what? You're gonna pour 3 glasses to watch Jerusalem. You're gonna pour them, let's call it, them eclipse glasses to watch Jerusalem. Okay, if you have a map and try to and draw the world map, guess what? Jerusalem could be like a just draw a line, just a circle with light, and like Jerusalem. You understand? Yeah. Because from the sky, you don't know where it is. And that's all you can see a big ball of light. That's what glorified.
And then your skin will be reflecting the gold.
You understand?
Come out from the floor and from the light from Yahushua.
And how much gold? And how much gold they can have? You understand? That's how I will understand. Right.
So with 13 and 16, for Jerusalem shall build up with sapphires and emeralds and precious stones. Thy walls shall be covered and thy battlement with pure gold.
You know your battlement? You know your battlement now? Guess what? In the law, when they build a house, right? When they build a house, it's supposed to have 3 stories. And on the roof's supposed to have a fence or a railing. The railing is what it's called the battlement. You understand? So your railing going on your house, going on the city of Jerusalem, that will be pure gold. But niggas out there bending the back for federal notes. Yeah? And niggas out there bending the back for federal notes. Hey, guess what? What we gonna buy? We gonna have to buy nothing. You understand? We have it all. Good.
16. Right, I said cemetery. And the streets of Jerusalem shall be paved with beryl and
carbuncle and stones of fir. And all the streets shall say, Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And they shall praise him, saying, Blessed be Yahweh, which has extolled it forever.
Right?
Extolled.
If you feel it, bro, read that. If that don't lift up the spirit, then guess what? They not feel it. You are in your mind.
What are you doing in it?
John 16 and 20. Verily, verily, I say unto you, that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice. And ye shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy. A woman, when she's in travail, hath sorrow. A woman, when she's in travail, hath sorrow, because her hour is come. But as soon as she is delivered of the child, she remembered no more the anguish for joy that a man is born into the world. And ye now therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man take it from you.
No longer remember this place.
Nah, I mean, I don't know who is he.
Numbers there. That's what you figure out. It says here in verse 23, and in that day ye shall ask me nothing. Verily, verily, I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall ask the Father in my name, he will give it to you. Like the dream you get, you know, in the kingdom, you're just receiving gifts. And hey, before you can get a chance already, go do one good. There's a next gift again, and there's just gifts and gifts and gifts. Yes. Before you get to open one gift, there's gifts, you're getting short with gifts. You're getting short with gifts. That's how you Right now we're taking this slow because hey, as the scripture says in Hebrews 10 and 23, he is faithful that promise. Alright, he is faithful that promise. So what we have to do now is be faithful. Hey, guess what? And now we're reading, and that's something like real plenty. When the Lord said 1 penny. To the Lord I 1 penny. Yeah. Huh. You see that? You see that? So hey, that's like 1 penny to treasure. Our thoughts are not his ways and not our ways. Most are higher than us by far. By far. Creation, I said, being created is within our realm. But with the Most High, hey, the Most High always existed. You know? Higher than creation.
If I could just say,
the scripture said, like, thoughts are very high. The scripture said, like, thoughts are very high.
if I could just say one thing, I think it's
can't fathom the Most High. And this stuff everyone here just recently, the Apostle Dubai did a lesson on it. Alright, you mentioned that gold is the wealth of kings, silver is the wealth of the gentlemen. Anybody see that video? And
common man or something, so? Common man? Silver.
And can something like that. And he mentioned that we now going into the kingdom and we're going to receive the wealth of king. We're going to have gold, we're going to have silver, you understand? All these things. You know, so you just have to wait and be faithful and patient. You know? And why the scripture say, hey, Many have sinned for a small matter. Alright, these artists, Jay-Z, alright, where's the artist and them names that popping right now? You know? They sin for a small matter, they bend forward, backwards, they sign contract, they make deals with the so-called white man, sell their soul, they make sacrifices for a small matter because what? The riches that we're speaking of here is way beyond, far more in contrast than these things that they have on this earth. You know, just inherit a chariot. A chariot where it's controlled by your spirit. These vehicles, you have to stop every minute to put gas. You understand?
Like, when they're telling them,
He's slightly represented because I know Esau gonna come and try to get you to come to the Lord. We want money, and he's like, hey, we are real, we are this. I know even Satan tries the Lord. He said that bow down to man, I'll give it. You always seeing that, I'll give it up. You know, but the Lord did bow the power. Hey, yes, Father, great things in store.
Yahushua say, my Lord my Father have many mansions. If it was not so, I would have told thee. If I could bring this quick precept, right? The 2 Timothy chapter 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 9. Yahweh Hashem had not slack concerning his promise. So all these things that he tell me that they that endure to the end, Matthew 24, you know. These things that he promised unto we, not slack concerning it. He gonna bring it for me.
Hebrews 10:23.
Yeah.
Hebrews 10:23. Because hey, these things that the Most High promised, but we see the Most High do it in time. Hey, Scripture say what? It's a light thing for the Most High to make the poor rich. Our Scripture that says that it's a light, it's an easy thing for the Most High to make you rich. The Most High can give you some numbers tonight in a dream. You win a lottery. You understand? Easy. You understand? But hey, the riches of this world, you know, we need to wait temporal because what? A 2 Peter 3:11. See it then that all these things shall be dissolved. What man of man ought it to be? You understand? You're supposed to be focused on Colossians, on the things above. Set your affections on the things above. Just like we have examples, thing with that 4 times for learning Moses. You don't just refuse to be the grandson of Pharaoh. You being the grandson of Pharaoh, like you have everything to your disposal. Your grandfather is the king of Egypt. You have servants under you. You don't have to beg for no water. You don't have to ask your neighbor for passage to go to work. You don't have to work. You understand? You don't have to borrow no money from nobody. You don't have to join no susu to try to buy a car. You have everything.
God.
You understand? And that, hey, that's so straight for Moses to deny the riches of this world. Let's see what? He chose rather to suffer affliction with the people at the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. These things are seasonal.
Getting to know playing here right now. So sign and a vision.
This is Proverbs 15:24. The way of life is above to the wise, that he may depart from hell beneath.
The way of life, true living it up. Like all they say, I'm living it up down here. No, down here you cannot living it up. Alright? True life to the wise is above. Hey, in rulership, when we be set back in our rightful place as rulers on this earth.
Continuing to teach.
Now we have no continuity here. Alright?
One to come.
Seek one to come. And that is true faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. Alright, you had our faith. This is for the faithful. Alright?
This is Hebrews chapter 10 verse 23. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering.
Profession of what?
Our faith.
Our faith. You can't miss out that boy. Like the key ingredients. Armor 1, like hey. How to have Armor 1? Alright, bro.
Without
And I got food. The big brotherly love child.
without I can only finish and we'll get you after. Professional of
Trust
I was waiting for I to finish the piece after the sister bring what I want. When he was to be trustworthy. Because what the Lord say, when I come home, I'm going to find faith in the land. Yeah? He gave us a commandment to feed the sheep, feed the lamb. Understand? You're going to find men doing our work, keeping the faith. You know? Enjoying to the end. Yep. Scripture says he that endures to the end shall be saved. Understand? You're going to find faith.
And a dog really actually put the defense and the scripture on a trustworthy, you know, because a man will have a dog in the yard and you will trust that dog, you will let go that dog in the yard and go and sleep. You trust that dog, you know. You trust the dog, the animal to in some sort of awareness if an intruder comes.
Where is calling dog? Now watch man.
What you can. You understand? Like I watch that video here and that dog. I was by the lake swimming. He had 2 dogs. And it so happened that he swing and jump in the lake, but nothing wrong with him.
Yeah.
But the dog instincts kicking out, thinking something wrong with the master. He saw this dog, so the dogs are going real frantic, like one boy is going for a child. The dogs are going frantic and jump in behind the master, thinking hey, the master in trouble and save him.
Hey, I don't say because you things at this school now. But don't laugh. If when you laugh in this place here, you know how many scriptures here?
And then laugh at the other song.
You had to solve.
Hey, we scripture to the...
Over 14 and 13.
Oh shit, yeah, quote it.
Even the laughter, the heart is sorrowful, and the end of that mirth is heaviness. So, I mean, in this place here, you've been happy sometime, you know. But after that, it's heaviness, after the ball right back to it.
Hey, that's why the real comforter is in word. Because if you feeling dumb and you smoke weed, after the high gone, you're gonna come back right where you start. You're feeling dumb, you drink alcohol. When the high gone, you come back to the same thing. You understand? And if people let's misuse that term happy, that won't happy because what happy really actually means to be in a position of advantage. You understand? Hey, guess what? Happy actually goes back to my Egyptian God. It's API. You know the happy rice? Right? You spell it with an I and not a Y. Go back to Egyptian God. Hey, so that I want to give more praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash.
I give double honors to the apostles of greatness and well. Salutation to the Melvin Hook Clan City Select, Mawatla Babal, Mawatla Arawamyo. Hold on, is that right? Keep with Mawatla Kawayo. Alright? And you know to the men of the Hook Clan City Select, how you ain't stay strong, out of here. Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala. Mawatla Babal.
Mawatla Idomi Kalab.
Alright, shalom to the Akia on the comment board.
Idomi Kalab.